stand out. Always be a lady. And understand you are the prize. Don't give yourself to anybody that is not going to be your husband.
And also, I almost got married very young. And so I think after that, it made me be like, okay, I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life.
Marjorie Harvey basically just exposed why Lori Harvey might never get married. And I'm sorry, but when you really sit down and look at her dating history, girl cannot keep a man to save her life. Like, I'm not even trying to be messy, but from being engaged to Memphis Depay to this whole on and off situation with Damson Idris, and mind you, this is not even the first time they've broken up. At some point, you start thinking, okay, wait, what's actually going on here? Because at one point, you do start wondering, maybe she's the problem. So as y'all already know, Lori and Damson recently broke up again. Yes, again. And it's just adding to this long list of relationships that never really stick. But what makes this even more interesting is something Lori said years ago. She basically made it clear that if a relationship doesn't serve her, she's leaving. And she's actually lived by that. Like, she has walked away from multiple relationships without looking back. Meanwhile, her sisters Carly and Morgan are both married and settled. So people are questioning her a little bit like, okay, what's different here? And I know some of you are like, wait, who has she even dated like that? Oh, don't worry, we're getting into it. Because Lori Harvey has a long list of high-profile exes, and the timeline is actually kind of wild when you really look at it. So let's start with the most recent situation. Lori and Damson Idris first sparked dating rumors back in late 2022, after they were seen out together. Then by early 2023, it was basically confirmed with those cute little Instagram posts. You know, the soft launch, then full launch type of situation. Damson even spoke about the relationship and said people were focusing more on their dating life than his work, so clearly the attention was heavy. They dated for almost a year, everything looked solid, and then suddenly, breakup. They both wiped each other off social media and released a joint statement saying they were focusing on their individual paths and still had love and respect for each other. But then, in 2026, a video goes viral of them kissing, looking very much back together, and people were shocked.
Sorry.
And not only that, they had already been spotted at a wedding together before that, so clearly something was going on behind the scenes. Anyways, that didn't last because, as y'all know, they broke up again, and rumor has it that he was left because he was too nice. Surely the most confusing reason ever if you asked me. But still, let's rewind a little, because before Damson, there was Michael B. Jordan, and this one had people thinking she was finally going to settle down.
Yeah!
They started dating around late 2020, confirmed it in early 2021, and honestly, they looked good together. Like real couple vibes, posting each other, celebrating anniversaries, all of that. They even did a whole 1-year anniversary dinner. Everything looked perfect. And then, out of nowhere, they broke up in 2022. And this is where Lori made it very clear. She's not staying in anything that disturbs her peace. She said she's dating on her own terms and not doing anything that compromises her happiness.
Terms, and like, however I want to move, whatever I want to do, I'm gonna do it. And if it's no longer serving me, I'm gonna move on.
Which sounds good in theory, but now people are like, okay, but how many times is that going to happen? Because before Michael, she was linked to Future. And listen, that situation was messy from the start. They got together around late 2019, went on trips, posted each other, everything looked fun, but it didn't last long at all. By mid-2020, they were done. And here's the thing people always bring up. Lori did not end up being one of Future's baby mamas. And considering Future's track record, yeah, people definitely noticed that. Then, right after that, she was linked to Abu Thiam, but that one was very low-key. They were spotted together, but it never really turned into anything serious. Now, this next part, this is where things start getting a little wild. Because before all that, Lori was rumored to have dated Sean Combs. Yes, Diddy. They were seen together on multiple trips, dinners, vacations. It was a whole thing. But then, people started bringing up the fact that she was also rumored to have dated his son, Justin Combs, before that. And I'm sorry, but that whole situation, that was a lot for the internet to process. That whole storyline alone had people talking for months. Then, going further back, she was linked to Trey Songz around 2018. They were spotted together, posting each other, celebrating birthdays, and then suddenly gone. After that, there were rumors about Lewis Hamilton. They were allegedly seen getting close at a party, but nothing was ever confirmed. But let's also not forget that Kim Kardashian is currently dating Lewis Hamilton. And I mean, no one saw that coming at all. And then of course, we have the beginning of it all, Memphis Depay. They started dating in 2016 and actually got engaged in 2017. People really thought that was it for her. But then, by 2018, it was over. And Lori later admitted she felt like she almost got married too young and didn't really know herself yet. So she walked away.
And also, I almost got married very young. And so I think after that, it made me be like, okay, I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life.
Makes sense. But when you line everything up like this, relationship after relationship after relationship, you start to see why people are talking. And now, this is where Marjorie comes in. Because the way she talks about relationships, growth, and knowing your worth, people feel like she low-key hinted at why Lori moves the way she does. It's very much this mindset of not settling, always choosing yourself, and walking away when things don't feel right. One comment said, "She's a brand, and she probably gets paid to be a girlfriend for these guys. She doesn't even look like the girlfriend type. I pray for her safety." Another one said, "Damson dodged a bullet there." And then someone else added, "She wanted to be the female future, let's be honest." And I'm not gonna lie, the comments are brutal because now people are split. Some are saying Lori is doing exactly what she should be doing, dating freely, not settling, living her life. And others are like, okay, but at some point, if nothing lasts, you have to look at the pattern. And that's where the conversation gets real. Because is she just protecting her peace? Or is she running before things get serious? Is she setting standards? Or is she never letting anything grow? And whether people agree with it or not, she's not changing that anytime soon. But yeah, I need to know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think Lori just hasn't found the right person yet? Or do you think there's a bigger pattern going on here? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe because this one is definitely not over.